everyone.
So, my sister's throwing a fit that the Utah law, to come into Utah, you need to have a letter. And I told her what Brett said about Cache Valley being exempt. I mentioned it. No, it's not. And I went and looked up what Brett read, and so what it is, this new travel thing, you have to, when you enter the state, you will get a questionnaire sent to you on your mobile phone, or if you enter through certain areas, you're supposed to fill out this questionnaire. But Cache Valley is exempt from filling that out if you come down through Preston.
Yep, if you come through the other ways, it's not. Of course, there's only one way to get into Cache Valley.
No, you could come down I-84 and then over in.
It's true, I forgot about that through Tree Mountain.
But it sounds like both the Bear Lake and the Preston entrances are not being monitored. At the same time, it would be nice if people did. It's just a quick questionnaire so they know
where you
that
came from.
A way to track if someone gets exposed that you may have been around, so they can kind of track it out of state. It asks if you've been tested recently, a few things like, and if you have, how you know, what your results were, a few things like that. From what I'm hearing, Utah's rates of new infections are starting to drop rather than rise, which they had expected. Whether it's because people are just actually, whether people are actually wearing masks, different stuff like that, or why, I'm not sure. But if that's true, that had started after the last fast and before the one yesterday at the same time. There was more than just that the coronavirus would resolve that was prayed, or that was included in this fast yesterday. It included things like that the healthcare workers will be protected, that the economy will normalize, and things will get back to normal. So hopefully, and like I've said, I hope they do get back to a normal, but a new normal, to some degree a new normal. I would like it to be, as I've said many times in the past, that people are more accepting of, oh, yeah, wear a mask if you're sick. The thing that helped for many years after the 1918 flu, people were healthy there for a while. They didn't get as sick the following winter for a few years. And the reason why is people felt that, oh, if I'm having symptoms of being sick, I should stay home and or wear a mask. And there's a reason Japan's rate of colds and stuff like that is lower, and it's for that same reason. So it would be nice if that we got back to that, and hopefully this time don't lose it. That is one thing that if people really want to make a difference that's pretty simple in the amount of people visiting, utilizing healthcare, it would be wearing masks. I would like to see insurances possibly even giving some bonus for people wearing masks, or encouraging people to wear masks when they're sick. Things like that. And it just to become an accepted thing, kind of like it is in Japan. We have, in the past, it's been, people look at people from Japan when they're here like they're weird for wearing masks, so they go more to scarves, which actually seems even weirder. Because another part of that is they can't get the cloth masks as well here. And even the reusable masks. So one of the channels I watch is actually from from Japan. Or that's where they're living right now, on a military base. And they've worn, you used to be able to go in and get a mask at any store whatsoever for $1 or $2. So, Mindy's running something in here. That's what it is. So that would be something nice to see, is that to become more common here and accepted here. To where people just for many different reasons, put on a mask. Brad's trying to indicate that Mindy should go get him a banana, as Mindy's laughing at him.
She never shares. Every time I go for a piece, she says, "My banana!"
Yeah, because you could always grab your own.
I'm okay. Any one on yet?
Not that I saw.
Nope.
Next, we're going for Lexi.
She's waiting out.
And then I think we're dropping off Mindy.
Asked Alan what he's doing with his bonus he's getting in May. You know what he said? Spending it. Spending it on his car.
That might be a good thing, though, Brett.
So I told him that may be a good thing.
And depending on what he's spending it on.
banana died.
No, the banana.
Guy.
The banana guy.
So what?
A YouTuber named Anthony Padilla. He had 3 people who had DID, and he did a video on it. And one of her alters named Kyle decided he would take a bath, but he wanted a snack in the bath. So when she started fronting, she didn't know what she was doing, blah blah blah, and she realized that Kyle decided to take a bath and wanted a snack. And so there was a half-eaten banana on the side of the tub. And so she nicknamed him the banana guy. And it was great.
I got a place in the post office. My phone froze for a while.
Sorry, maybe we can go back there in a little while. Let's go get Lexi first.
I was able to reach it from a distance, but it froze, so nothing you can do about that, but my phone froze.
Oh, hi people. If you wanted a banana, Brett, you should have brought a banana.
I don't buy bananas for my house, but dude, they disappear.
Yeah.
I have a girl that eats them all right here.
Yeah, I stole it from Jade. I mean, I will always steal bananas from pretty much anyone. Grandma and Grandpa always have to buy extra bananas for when I come over, because they know I'll steal all of them.
Once in a rare while she hasn't, and then Grandma's going, excuse me, go get bananas.
Yeah, because then they have too many. Isn't hanging out with Lexi dangerous? Not dangerous, but is it a good idea?
So I get what you're saying. One thing is, we've been around
She's
Lexi
been around us enough.
a lot. Even like before, in a way, it's like she's a
daughter.
Yeah, she's one of the family. And in this case, another part of the issue is that there's some things going on.
Part of it is brown, and I won't eat it.
There's some things going on in her own house, and I should have turned up. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth about it, but there's some things going on in her own house that make it
We didn't make it
more like, or that make it to where she needs to be able to get away.
She needs breaks like no other.
For mental and physical health. And so that's why we do what we do, because it's the only way she can. If we didn't do that, there would be issues. So,
All right.
I'm not going to go further into detail on that, unless Lexi wants to say anything. But
She wants my ribeye steaks tonight, Jen.
because and I will say from the very first, her work has, long before works were having people wear masks or anything else, her works had her wearing a mask. So I think, wasn't it even before they really decided to shut down the state?
There's shifts right there.
Yeah. I think it was before they even decided to shut down the state, they started her wearing a mask, so.
I can breathe now.
Do you need a better mask?
Yes. That's all they gave me
want to take your phone? She's streaming right now.
Or if you want, we can go try and get cloth and you can make your own. We can figure out how to make your own. Or we can make your own. But it's up to you.
I'll use this one. This one's cool.
Hmm?
I like this one.
Okay.
It's cool looking.
That one's probably one of the best ones, too. That has that charcoal filter, so it's $95.
Using that one.
Mindy doesn't use it. I use it once in a while, but I have mine. So.
Problem with this one, every time I breathe, my glasses fog up and I can't see.
Having that problem at work with several people.
So what that indicates is the air is getting around your nose, and that's not good. You can either put in like a pipe cleaner, or some people are using the wires from bread bags. A few things like that for it.
You want to go to the office too?
Yeah, I know, but I'm going somewhere I told you I'd go.
We've got it later, but that's okay. Oh, someone's got something in here I wish I had. Golden kitty cat, Lexi.
So, yeah.
Do you still want me going after the event?
Yes.
Alright.
I like to gather as many of the rooms as I can.
That is understandable.
And the event rooms, or the event you only need 40 of when you've maxed out. Whereas the others you need 100. And so you can get more runes faster by going after event than going after the other things.
True.
Sorry about your phone, Lexi.
It still works and I have yet to get cut. I was running late to work and my mom didn't want to give me a ride. She wanted the car. And so I ran and my phone fell out of my purse and cracked the screen a good one. I mean...
Yeah, your phone looks like my old phone now.
Yeah, well, the problem is there's shards of glass on the side, and I know I'm going to cut myself.
Be careful.
Hey!
Wow!
Yeah, that's, I know. It was right clear up to the old Macy's the other day when I came by.
But part of it is some people are buying the liquor thinking it's a cleaner.
Not.
Just why?
Yeah, it was wrapped almost up the old Macy's.
So watch for bleach or hydrogen peroxide.
The next time we get a truck, we're getting a whole bunch of bleach and hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, there. Okay.
Dollar Tree. We have a few now, but they're in the back from us.
Yeah, but I will say also with that, my thing is your guys' are usually really small.
Hi, Jen, by the way.
What?
Hi, Jen, by the way, Lexi says.
But we're...
This whole things gets over, Jen. We'll go to Manaway for your Pokemon you want.
I don't think Jen needs to go to Manaway for that Pokemon anymore.
True, because she's probably gold all the way.
So the colored hearts are the ones you've seen?
Yes.
Okay.
You can read them if you want, but yeah.
But where she's around the public, what's the difference between her being with you guys versus Caden hanging out with Dallin?
The big difference is this.
She knows how to keep her distance from people.
Yeah, she's
to
trying
for
to
work.
protect herself on top of it. Whereas Caden goes to
Has no care in the
Dallin's,
world.
refuses to wear a mask anywhere. They go in any store they want. During this, they've gone down to Ogden together. While this has been going on and we aren't supposed to do it as much. And then Dallin has people over to his house, a ton of people.
Who do you think Dallin sure just sticks with
all
us,
the
huh?
time.
Not a Rylou.
They got steaks. Brett took his in and was able to get 8 steaks. What size?
An inch thick.
8-inch and 8.
I'm jealous,
steaks.
Jen. She's got a kitty purring in her lap, and I'm jealous.
8 1-inch steaks out of what was given yesterday.
JBS gave us all a well-deserved employee thank you for showing up to work during the time of need. They gave us about a 10-pound each roast of ribeye steak. Shiny! My noon!
Okay, so, and they were all gone last night. So in other words, he had at least 6 people over at his house last night.
He still had some left today.
Okay, but...
that he put in the fridge.
Okay. And...
which just may have been him and his...
but it's... so, and then... and just different things like that.
Crappy Shiny. There's one
So
trade
if...
you, sweetie. You don't have one of them.
I will say, if Dallin were to... be more aware, but even when I've seen Dallin while this has been going on, he'll go right next to people. The social distancing is basically non-existent in his mind. There's no reason to, because he's not at risk.
This bed, it's too small, it's too big for my small head. I need help. Doesn't fit my small head.
Come on over here and I'll show you. So there's that. The number of people Dallin's are around is actually, so you do that, put it kind of under your glasses, and then just reach around there. And
Too big for my small head.
is it there now? Okay. So that's, for me, what the difference is basically it wasn't a Pokemon. He was saying we'd go after, now I can't think. I know exactly what Pokemon it is, but my brain froze. Horned Serpent, that's what it was. I told you my brain froze. So that's part of, so between trying to help her keep her sanity and making sure that, and then how, where she does try and keep herself protected versus Caden's not caring and Dallin's not caring is where the difference is. And isn't that what cats normally do? I will admit, another reason with Caden, with Dallin, one of my frustrations is Dallin's, Dallin has this belief that he's the only one who knows everything and no one knows any, and if And he's always right and everyone else is always wrong unless they agree with him. My noon. And so when I try to explain things to him and Caden, if Caden hasn't been around Dallin, he starts to understand. But the minute he's around Dallin, if Dallin says, no, that's wrong, Dallin's right, I'm wrong, even if it's to do with health or things that Dallin has absolutely no knowledge about and no training in. But because Dallin says it's wrong, it's wrong. And so especially with this going on, we've literally had times. Oh, he said Pokemon. I know he was telling me, or the way he said it, it was that I think he just grabbed the wrong name because he was meaning, or because he pointed to my game. Yeah, well, not just that. In Pokemon Go, you can't get gold. And he said, you're right, she probably already has all her pages gold. Which also indicates, yes, it was the Horned Serpent, and he's just calling all our foundables Pokemon. I know they were watching Pokemon before we left, so he's probably just got Pokemon on the brain. I'm not sure if I said why she hangs out. It is possible Brett did. One day. So, if anyone else is watching, I think what I've realized is Jen is a little while behind where we're actually at. And these foundables really don't want to go in. Be returned. There. It's possible. When Brett starts playing Pokemon Go and claiming Pokemon, then I get... Drop the potion and get worse cast than with the potion. Really? That's what's frustrating, is Brett will actually tell him something in response to his question, and he'll go go completely again, he'll argue with Brett until Brett gives him the answer he wants. So basically, I think it's because he feels he can get Brett to give him the answer he wants, so that then he can tell... Oh, that was why she came over that night. You're right. But there's more than just... That's a small portion of it. So... But, yeah, with Dallin, I think it's just so that he can tell others that Brett agreed with him. Because they're at his... whenever he asks Brett questions, it's about work. And Brett's a well-known union steward there at the plant. And a lot of people respect Brett and look up to Brett. So if he can use Brett to back up his position, then that's what he wants. So he needs Brett, and he feels that he can get away with whatever, or he seems to feel that he can get away with whatever he wants as long as he's got Brett on supporting him. And so what we've realized is a lot of times... he will purposely continue asking until Brett gives him an answer he wants. And if Brett gives him an answer he doesn't, then he'll change what he says a little bit until he can get the answer he wants. So... And that's part of the reason. So when he calls and he finds out and asks to talk to Brett and he finds out I'm around, he's at times told Caden to put the phone on speaker, finds out I'm in the room, until immediately gets mad at Caden for putting the phone on speaker. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that conversation or not, but that was an example of it. He wanted one answer and only one answer, and when Brett gave him other answers and I gave him other answers, they weren't acceptable. But yeah, lately, since that incident, when he realized that, or since the time I told him that he needed to stop and drop things and he wouldn't listen, and he realized I was willing to kick him out of the car, he does not want any answer that comes from me, even if I may have the best answer. And he will not talk to Brett with the phone on speaker when I'm there or anything, because he's realized that if I know what's going on, Brett will stand behind me, because especially because whenever I speak up in those situations, it's something I know more about than Brett. And so then Brett says, yeah, she knows what she's talking about. And sometimes he'll say, and here's some more information from our work or things, but he basically tells Dallin that I know what I'm talking about, and if Dallin's trying to push for a different answer, there's no way Dallin can trip Brett up when I'm hearing. Or very little, and so Dallin doesn't like it. And so that's yeah. So that's also part of the reason, is because basically it seems he's been telling Caden that there's no reason to wear a mask. They don't know what they're talking about. They're not high risk. The only people who are at risk may be elderly people. I can't say for sure, but Dallin's behavior changed. Or not Dallin's, Caden's behavior changed after spending a little while with Dallin. His behavior about this. So that's also part of my reason for not necessarily wanting Caden around him during this, because if Dallin tells Caden, oh, but this won't matter, and we're talking about things that do matter, that could be dangerous for the rest of the family. So, Brett's in shopping for Easter stuff. So the reason I'm being quiet is I don't know what to say, and I'm sure, and that way maybe Jen you can also jump ahead. Okay, Jen. That works too. Thanks for joining us. Guess I won't log that one because it doesn't want to let me log in. Oh, there. Now it did. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? We are here, so it's...
They actually have these, a whole shelf full of them. People have stopped hoarding near the
And
much.
it's already marked. Of what?
The Zero Coke that Mindy likes.
So what else did you get? Just
We get Ferrero Rochers, Kinder like chocolate bars, these things, and the Oreo ones.
Okay.
was like, I know what Danny likes, but I'm not sure about the others.
I tried to order the stuff from Walmart online, and it was a rat, and I wouldn't have been able, I tried to order it Thursday night, wouldn't have been able to pick it up till today, and it was acting up like crazy, so I'm like, forget it.
Yeesh. I get bills for Easter.
Huh?
My mom, since my paycheck didn't come in quick enough, my mom had to pay for my next semester of college for me. So I told her I'd pay her back. So I'm paying her as much as I can, leaving me at least $20 after tithing and savings. And Crystal's like, so what are you getting me for Easter? Nothing. I don't have the money.
So what we told them, what they've heard so far, just so you know, is that part of the reason is for your mental and physical health is part of why we allow you there. And they know that the reason, like, Thursday night was because of your sister's mouth.
Yeah.
But that's as much as I've told them. I don't know if you want to go into more into detail or not. But I just thought that way you know what they know. And yeah. Jen loves to go help her dad with the
Car.
car.
Yeah, I read it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. But she probably will catch it during one of her work sessions or stuff. Catch what she missed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the reason why I don't.
Jen was giving you heck that it's
Oh no, it's right in here.
that it's not a Pokemon.
Can we even go in there legally?
As far as I know, why wouldn't you be able to? Yeah, it's staff parking area, but if you're driving, I'm sorry, you
It's
asked me
okay.
to come in here.
All over me. Ah, it's not shiny.
Haha.
Haha, I wanted it shiny. Chansey can be shiny.
Still. Haha. The reason why I don't want to be home now is if I go home, Crystal's gonna push the dog onto me, and my mom is doing her finals for her classes. And I told my mom after work I'm going over to Disguise if it's okay with you, because I don't want to take care of the dog.
She says, bring me home a steak.
She's like, if possible, bring me home a steak.
I said, I don't have enough steaks for that.
We have enough for each person with you there. And well, you might if Caden doesn't come. If Caden stays out with Dallin.
I roll my eyes. Yeah, my mom's kind of been getting on my case that I've been spending a bit too much time with you guys.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you had
look.
her in tears on Thursdays, ready to smack your mom across the. She's streaming right now, so I won't go into
Yeah.
it. But I was ready to.
And no, I gave her a piece of my mind. I told her, look, it's for my mental health. I need it. I need a break. I'm going. And so she dropped it.
I got my shiny today, so I'm not going to get another shiny.
I haven't gotten my shiny. I'll get a shiny that you want.
My noon is what I got. You don't have one of those, do you? So there's what we can do for our lucky trade. Give you a shiny my noon. Okay, says when the community day is, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Go announced when their community
Yeah,
day
we
is.
have our community day next Sunday.
Week. No, so Caden and some
I
Wizards
think it's
United
Sunday.
is next week.
It's Saturday or Sunday, but it's a play-at-home one.
Huh.
I think Caden says Pokemon goes the same way too. Play at home.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too.
His birthday. That's Saturday.
So are we stopping by Walmart and letting you go see if you can find cleaning stuff?
I can run in. I don't care.
I'm just asking.
Did you guys run out of cleaning stuff? Or almost?
Enough that I'd feel safer having a little bit more, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, things are getting to where it's not quite as bad. Chances of finding stuff is getting better, but if that makes sense at all.
Yeah. That does.
Maybe you can find some good rags to use too while you're in there. Whether it's paper towels or, the heavy duty paper towels or some shop towels.
You're not gonna find those in Walmart.
I've seen them in Walmart before, but okay. What do you suggest we do?
I mean, I've seen them at Walmart. I just don't know if there's going to be any now.
Yeah, and I agree that there's no guarantee there's going to be any now, but there's still a chance. Oh, that reminds me. Or yeah, so you did not want to go try and look and see, because we could make a mask that would fit you better. Like, if you'd like, we could stop by Joann's and go look for the stuff we need.
I think I'm good for a bit. I mean, I have plenty of random fabrics, and I have access to my grandma's stash that she had.
Okay.
So I can just go
one thing
look at hers.
to be aware is it needs to be cotton. And that's, I don't know if with your random fabrics you know what type of fabric they are.
I know what most of them are because I got them from my grandma.
Okay. I didn't, you get why I say that.
Yeah. Your person likes to stand in the middle of that area.
So that's part of why I was bringing it up, is not that you don't know if it's polyester or if it's cotton or if it's a mix or, because it needs to be cotton, if at all possible. But then I could help you come up with a pattern and whatever that would be more like what I've got there. And then we could even, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I don't know if you have, you'd want an elastic one, if you'd want a tie one, or if you'd want one that's Velcro.
Probably an elastic one.
Okay, do you have elastic?
I do.
Okay. Just making sure because, I'm sure you get why. So, while we're with the way I'd be doing.
It's going to be more expensive, I bet.
Yeah, but they may have some other cleaning supplies that won't be, you can't get at Walmart or.
Okay.
And a lot of people are not even going to think about Don Aslet's for cleaning. Considering it just dawned on me now, I'm like, you'd think I'd think of it sooner, but
That's when I want shiny, like, sees a golden execute. I want a golden execute, but I don't think it's happening.
of course, this is one that I would wonder, I partway wonder if they're open.
They may not be deemed an essential business.
Are they even here anymore? I don't see them anymore.
The light's on in there, sweetie.
Okay, but it said that it didn't say that was Don Aslet's, but I'll run
It's
over
a
it.
giant one carpet plus is what it
Yeah,
said. Don Aslet's isn't there.
that's what I was saying. That's where that guy is standing. I'm gonna come over here. Then I can try and look while. And I'm gonna let everyone go. Bye.